So we have a 1750 point battle today. We're playing the battle missions book. We're using the Pillage mission for the Chaos Space Marines. So we got Eldar versus Chaos Space Marines. Over here we got a transport carrying some Banshees. We have some Vipers with star cannons. We have a Farseer, another Farseer on a jet bike, some jet bike Guardians, some more jet bike Guardians, a Seer Council on jet bikes, and along with the Banshees, we also have some Storm Guardians inside another transport. Most of the army's in reserve because the mission only allows 2 troops, which are on the board, and 1 HQ. Over here, we got a, I guess, a Predator.
Yep, Chaos
cool.
Predator
Chaos
with
Predator.
autocannon, heavy bolters,
Sweet.
Havoc launcher.
Sweet. We got a couple of Rhinos in here.
Yep. This one has Corn Berserker because it's red. This one will have Plague Marines.
Sweet.
And the Corn Berserkers with a Power Fist, and that's pretty much it. And then Plague Marines with 2 melted guns. And a Power Fist.
Beauty.
And a personal icon.
Beauty. It looks like we got some Obliterators there.
4 Obliterators, 2
Sweet.
main squads, and 10 Chaos Space Marines, Plasma Gun, Chaos Glory, and Autocannon.
And an awesome looking Chaos Demon Prince there.
Demon Prince with Wings, Mark of Nurgle, and Warp Time.
Sweet. Okay, and we have the 3 sort of loot counters are here. There's one, I think, there somewhere.
Yep, they're standing
and
there.
there's one loot counter over here. So we're fighting over the loot. All right, back in a bit. End of the top of turn 1, sorry, top of turn 2, pardon me. These guys showed up over here and teleported in near the Chaos icon. We had some of the Obliterators show up over here. There's 2 of them on the hill. One of them is actually just being represented by the dice. And also this transport with the Chaos Berserkers showed up over here. They tried to fire a bunch of stuff at these bikes, which jetted really fast on the Eldar turn, but to no avail. And these guys failed fortune, and they just flew over here to stay away from the rest of the army, hoping for some reinforcements to start showing up. So not a lot of stuff happened in the first 2 turns, but there it goes. Okay, end of the Eldar turn 2. Everything showed up. The Autarch over here on Jetbike made that possible. Although technically I don't think I rolled any 3s, but I'm going to pretend that's because of him. These guys just stayed here, took some shots over here to no effect. These guys glanced the Rhino, but no real effect there. Just can't shoot, and he lost a weapon. The Farseer has joined the Seer Council. These vehicles flew on. 1 Bright Lance fired at the Rhino, just glanced it, and 1 Bright Lance killed a Terminator over here. Was actually pretty lucky in doing that. And some Star Cannons on the Vipers fired into the guys holding this loot counter and killed 2. Other than that, not too much action this turn. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, rounding up the top of the Chaos Space Marine players' turn 3. Everything else came on except for the Predator. So we had some more Obliterators over there. This Demon Prince flew over here to own this loot counter over here. These guys tried to shoot into here along with some las cannons from those Obliterators, but fortune held out over here. These guys got shot at, but they held out. And the turret got blown off on this poor Wave Serpent, but the Howling Banshees are still inside and they're safe for now. So hopefully that will be alright. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, so end of Eldar turn 3, the Council came on the board, moved up over here, flamered and slaughtered a bunch of Terminators and consolidated. These guys popped out, ran really badly, but ran 6 inches on the assault, so just managed to get in there and chop those guys down. We fired a bunch of weapons at a variety of things to no real effect. These guys tried to put some wounds with the Shuriken Cannons on the awesome Demon Prince here, but he is too mighty and did not take any wounds. And that is it. So it's looking pretty bad. It's actually 6-1 right now in loot counters versus the Eldar. So not looking too good. But here we go. Okay, so end of the Eldar turn, the Chaos Demons turn 4. They double charged in here, lost a few of those guys, got a wound on the big guy, but the Farseer unfortunately failed a single save and got insta-killed. And we lost, I think, 2 guys in the combat. So it was, no, that was from the previous turn, sorry. So we, we held for this combat. It's tied over here. We have our first point over here because we managed to get a loot counter, but it's not looking good otherwise. And that's about it. Back we go to the Eldar bottom of turn 4. We're going to try to make it. Of turn 4 for the Eldar, not so good actually. Without fortune, these guys just fell. He held in combat because he killed one of those guys. Over here, we flamed and machine gun and did all kinds of stuff, but only like 3 guys died out of that whole unit of dudes, so that was just unlucky. Over here, we shot 1,000,000 strength 6 shots, 3rd turn in a row on this, but again, does nothing but stop him from shooting. So they're just failing at that. And we are holding this loot marker. We're holding this loot marker. He's still holding that loot marker, but we have a guy holding that one with him there. So Okay, that is it for now. Let's see what the Chaos Space Marine player does. Running up at the end of the Chaos Demon turn 5, he managed to chop down this guy with a Power Fist, but he did lose one guy there. Over here, the Demon Prince flew in, slaughtered over here, but only killed 3 guys, and somehow they held. This group here got melted, and they ran away, unfortunately, but, you know, take it, whatever. And over here, they charged in. The Storm Guardians actually held. They lost a lot of numbers. They lost 5 guys from combination shooting and melee, but they killed a few in return, and they're holding for now. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'll give you some fun. Okay, so end of the Eldar turn 5. The game will continue. These guys, he only managed to kill 1, but they still ran away. These are both running away, so they're not going to get to rally because he's so close. He consolidated close enough that he's going to force them to keep rallying. There was 1 point gained over here. Banshees came out over here, slaughtered the remaining of the Space Marines, and those guys consolidated only 1 and 2 inches, so they're kind of out in the open. Really painful, but these guys flew in. One of them got immobilized from his dangerous terrain check, really annoying, but they gunned down the remaining 5 guys here. 5 hits, 5 wounds, AP2, Star Cannons for the win. Okay, so it's looking pretty dire, though. It's 8-4 in favor of the Chaos Space Marines at the start of turn 6. Okay, end of the Eldar turn 6. Oh, sorry, Chaos Demon turn 6. These guys moved forward and shot a ton into the Banshees. That tank shot a ton into the Banshees. A lot of the Banshees died, but we have to actually roll their leadership check. Leadership 10 from the Farseer here. So they roll 3 to 1, so they stick around. Otherwise, over here, he actually charged in, but again, flubbed a lot of his attacks. The Psychic Defense keeps him from passing the Warp Time, so he only killed 1 guy, and they both stuck around. Other than that, score is 8-6 in terms of loot points in favor of the Chaos player. It's going to be really tough to come back now, but we'll do our best. Okay, so final roundup. The game ended at the end of turn 6. The Eldar managed to only get 6 points. There's 9 in favor of the Chaos Space Marine, so he takes the battle. Pretty cool battle over here. This guy finally chopped down 3 dudes, but these guys rolled insane courage, double ones, and he rolled 3 to stay in combat, so they're actually really brave. That's a cool moment there. Over here, the Banshees charged and slaughtered those obliterators because of Doom. These guys charged in as well, but didn't even have to attack. This vehicle got shot to pieces by the Chaos Space Marine player's turn. These guys fired in here, killed no Plague Marines. And that was it. So, good close game. Pretty tough to come back from those first couple turns, but it was still a good game. Thanks, man. Thanks for the game.